Ladies and gentlemen, it is a big, weird, wild world out there. And here we stand, folks. Al pie del cañón, ready for anything. I'm Rob Grams, that's the Natch, and you're listening to...
The ProBoh Show!
How are we doing today, friends? It is Monday. Oh. Are you getting over your weekend hangover? By that, I don't mean you've drunk too much alcohol and you've woken up with a headache. I mean, you've experienced too much freedom and you've woken up feeling like a slave to the man. Do you deal with that feeling, Natch? Is that something you struggle with?
A little bit.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. Everyone's guilty of it. How are we doing? Joining me live in the chat right now, we've got Jareom. Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Jareom. Awesome to see you here. And the one and only Pedro from Instagram. He's here. He says, good morning. Good morning. Hope you had a good trip to Poland. If you want to join me live and actually contribute to the show today, you can do that at twitch.tv/professional bohemian, bohemio profesional, but in English. There you go. So easy. If you want to participate with any of the fun stuff we do outside of the show, you can do that on Instagram. That's @professionalbohemian, @ or at bohemio profesional, but in English. Or you can join me on Twitter, which is kind of seems to be dying a death right now. Do I talk about Elon Musk there? No. He's already occupied too much of our mental space, right? You can join me on Twitter, @ PROBOH. As many of you are doing, I'm seeing my followers on Twitter going up. Followers on Instagram going up. Thank you so much for that. I posted a video yesterday or the day before. Maybe it was... No, I think it was Saturday. And wow, a lot of people viewed it. If you want to see that video, you can find it on my YouTube channel, The ProBoh Show, or on Twitter or on Instagram. All the places you can find me. How are you doing? Welcome, listeners. Hope you're enjoying your Monday so far. We're gonna conquer this week, so don't worry about it too much. How was your weekend, Natch?
Good. Well... normal.
Normal.
Yeah.
Birthday parties.
Yeah, as usual.
Okay. I'm sorry, man. My thoughts and prayers.
Me too.
Mine wasn't too dissimilar. I spent a lot of time with young people. I'm staying with my nieces. So it was nice. I managed to escape the whole weekend without having my nails painted. So, I would consider that a win. Good morning, Bridge. How are you doing? Good morning from up north. From one northerner to another. How are you doing, Bridge? Good morning. Well, yeah. My weekend was pretty chill, actually. Pretty chill. I tried to keep myself in a positive frame of mind. Kept myself away from negative people. Went to see Kyle Miller. Had some homemade hamburgers. Have a Canadian make your hamburgers one day, and you're welcome, dude. Bacon on there. The meat was thick. Oh, dude, it was just so good. It was so good. A couple of beers, a couple of hamburgers. Me and my friend just hanging, talking about guy stuff, which is gold mining. And it's weird, right? What is guy stuff? What would you consider a guy conversation, Natch? I mean, I think you tend to think immediately football, right? Oh, we talk about football, but neither Kyle or I like football very much.
No, to be sincere with my football mates, we don't speak about football.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke about the world, the state of the world, basically.
Yeah, stupid things and...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that was my weekend, folks. Nothing exciting whatsoever, but a lot of relaxing and a lot of being in peace. Oh, dude, isn't that the objective in life, just to be in peace? Well, that was my weekend this weekend. But... I'm not going to bore you anymore about that. I want to tell you about what's coming up in the show or in the second half, friends. We have two juicy complete the news bits. We're going to go to Belgium, Natch, and we're going to go to West Virginia. If we can only do one of the two, I'm going to ask you to choose which one. We're going to also go to our 100 humans later, and we're going to ask them what they would not eat if they were on a diet. What would you avoid? What food would you avoid if you were on a diet? Yeah, useful things to know. Basically, I have a feeling that all this is just going to be food that I eat on a regular basis. That's what that is. That's what that means. But that's all coming up in the second half, folks. We've got so much fun coming up in the first half. We have today's unpopular opinion, which proved to be quite popular today, Natch. It was recording videos or taking selfies in the gym should be banned. Okay, but we'll get into that later. First of all, you're here, I'm here. Let's take a look at what's going on in the world. Look, I mentioned Twitter. Let's get it out of the way. Twitter, more Twitter drama, friends. President Trump, the former President Trump, rather, he's back. I'll be back. He's back on Twitter, did you hear, Natch? He hasn't made a tweet yet, but he is officially allowed back on the platform. This comes from... Now, I don't know how you feel about this. I want to get your opinion, Natch. So, Elon Musk released a poll on his Twitter page. I always feel like an old person when I talk about Twitter on his account. All right, he released a poll, a tweet, asking people whether Donald Trump should be reinstated. His exact wording was, reinstate former President Trump, yes or no. 15 million votes. 15 million votes. And by 51.8%, people voted yes. So Donald Trump is back. But he has yet to tweet. Imagine that first tweet. It's going to explode, man. It's going to explode. How do you guys in the chat feel about this? Do you care that Donald Trump's back? Is it going to keep you up at night? Are you even the slightest bit bothered? What do you think, Natch?
Well, I think everybody should be able to have an account.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, now he's back. Well, with Donald Trump, arguably because he incited people into storming the the U.S. Capitol. I think that's why they banned him for inciting violence. As a world leader. I think maybe that's why they banned him. Would you not be worried? What if Donald Trump says, we're at war with Spain? You know what I mean? I don't know how I feel about it. But I'll tell you something. I do kind of like, even though I wouldn't have wanted to reinstate Donald Trump, given the violence that he instigated, even though I wouldn't want him back, I kind of like how Elon Musk handled the situation. Wow, I'm going to get so much hate. I don't care. Your tears are delicious. Your anger makes me more powerful. I kind of like the way Elon Musk handled it, Natch. 15 million people voted. I even voted. And they voted yes. It was by a very slim margin, like by under 2 percentage points, but they did vote yes. So why not? Why not? I mean, you can't argue with the crowd, right? And if you didn't want him to come back, you should have voted. So I kind of like it the way it's being handled. But Donald Trump, although he's allowed back, as I mentioned, he hasn't made a tweet yet. He did, however, which is a bit of it's a bit of extra news, not something that not many people are talking about. Is that he currently uses a platform called Truth Social. Have you heard of Truth Social, Natch? It's a very conservative, right-leaning social media account. I voted yes, said Mary. How are you doing, Mary Munster? Welcome. Rob, IVS. I don't know what IVS is, but thank you, Bridge, for writing to me. So yeah, he used Truth Social to encourage his fans there to go to Twitter to vote yes. Even though he stated on Truth Social that he wants to keep using the platform, he's not going anywhere. I believe he himself is heavily invested in Truth Social. But if he's not planning to go to Twitter, why encourage your fans on another platform, a platform that you currently use to vote? Makes no sense to me, friends. Makes no sense to me. And I think if he does decide to stay on Truth Social, that would be kind of a dumb idea. Not saying that the man isn't dumb, but it would be a further expression of his dumbness. Why would I say that? Because app analysts estimated that just 92,000 people downloaded Truth Social. 92,000 people. Whereas, Twitter in the same period, 15 million people downloaded it. I mean, as a politician, surely you should be reaching out to the hearts and minds of people that you don't already, outside of your own captive audience. I don't know. Let's see what Jaraeon is saying. It won't happen because it's not The Simpsons. It's not in The Simpsons. It's too late. It's already happened. It's already happened. He's already back. I share your opinion on Musk, says The Bridge. Yeah, I mean, my opinion on Musk is this. I have no opinion. I love watching his midlife crisis burn out in real life. I think it's great. It's really weird what's happening to Twitter right now, but I'm there for the drama. I'll be honest, like the Twitter has not been as entertaining for me in many, many years. Maybe not for the same reasons, but hey. The only thing that worries me is it's going to turn into another political hellscape. Like Trump comes back and he's just going to incite more nonsense on there. Ugh, that pains me a little bit. But I'm a big boy. I'll live. What else is happening? I wanted to dedicate a little bit of time, Natch, to a subject that's near and dear to you, to the World Cup. Are you excited for the World Cup?
Not as much as the previous ones. I don't know.
That's interesting. Why not?
I don't know if it's because my age, because it's different from others, because it's in winter. I don't know if it's the Qatar thing.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
Human rights. I don't know why, but I'm not as interested as I used to be.
Okay, interesting. I find that fascinating because you know me. I'm not a football supporter. I don't watch football. I don't go out of my way to be around like football as it's happening, to kind of opine and sing and dance and whatever you guys do when you're watching football. I don't know what the traditions are. But I do find it interesting that you're not as excited. And I do find it interesting, something that no one's talking about is that, yes, it's in the winter. And I think that must play a massive part, right? Not only in attendance to the actual games, because it's in Qatar. I imagine it's going to be quite warm. But for those of us who don't go to Qatar and have to go to the pub to watch the match with our friends, maybe it's all leading to a little bit of lack of interest in the what we used to be here in Europe, like the biggest sporting event of every 4-year cycle, right?
Yeah, the Real Madrid president Florentino Perez is saying that people, the young people especially, is starting to be less interested in football. There's a tendency, apparently.
Can we get a ProBoh approved? Thanks.
ProBoh approved.
Oh, hallelujah. Oh, my God. Next thing, you tell me that the kids are reading books, and I'll die happy. How you doing, Friday Con? Joining us all the way from South Africa. How you doing, my friend? It's currently 8:43 Central European time. Okay, so yeah. I hear that. How much do you think of your disillusionment is caused by the kind of the weird human rights, particularly towards women and towards LGBTQ community? How much does that play into your current disillusionment of the World Cup?
In my case, I don't think it's that the main reason. Is a combination of everything. It's like with the normal Spanish National League, I'm less interested as well. So I don't know. It's the football concept in general.
The football community.
It's like all about money and about business. And I like the game, not the circus that is around.
Okay, interesting. Wow, Natch, give yourself a ProBoh approved, man.
ProBoh approved.
Jeez Louise. Killing it today. Pedro says, I'm with Natch. The World Cup is a big fail. It's a combination of all those elements. Yeah, and I can see why. Not being a football supporter, I do sympathise because I have, engaged in many fandoms. I used to be a freak for music. I could tell you the history of rock and heavy metal from the 50s to present day. But I completely have dropped out of music for the same reason. It's a business now. It's not an art form as football is. It's a sport, but I mean, I think its primary objective now is making money, right? It's a business, just like many areas of the music industry it has become. But there is certainly some weirdness that's coming out of Qatar right now. Like, did you know that they were reaching out to football fans and paying them to go to watch the World Cup?
Yeah, this is one of the things. There are a lot of videos that there are people rooting for Argentina, for example, they are obviously from Qatar.
Yeah.
From Qatar. They're not Argentinian. And the same guys rooting for Brazil and with different flags and the what.
Yeah. I mean, apparently they reached out all around the world, not just to people who live in Qatar. Like I read there were 40 or 50 people in England, 40 or 50 Welsh supporters, that they paid their airfare, they paid for the flight, and accommodation and tickets to the opening ceremony. And the idea was for the duration of their stay, they would also be paid for food and things like that. And then very recently, The Guardian got a hold of a message that the authorities had sent these fans saying they're no longer going to pay for their upkeep while they're in Qatar. And they blame that like negative media coverage. Oh, the nasty media. I don't know what that's got to do with anything. But weird things happening. They've banned beer through the game. What do you think about that? Banning beer through the live football game?
That's the proof that they have no idea about football. That's the main proof.
I mean, don't get me. I think can you buy beer in stadiums through the match in Spain?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. I mean, I don't see that as necessarily right. Okay, it's unfortunate that it's happened in Qatar, right, through an already controversial World Cup. But I don't necessarily see it as a bad thing. You know. It's especially when it comes to the British matches. Any team that are like, you know, famous for hooliganism, no booze for those guys. But yeah, it came as a big surprise, and apparently it was a joint decision. I read this, and I did read it in the Guardian, but it was comments from I think the FIFA president. Let's see. FIFA head says fans will survive without beer at the World Cup. This is coming from the AP, from the Associated Press. He said it was Infantino, right? He's the head of FIFA. And he's kind of behind the decision not to sell alcohol there. He says apparently many stadiums in France and around the world, they don't sell alcohol through the matches, and you know it's not like they can't drink alcohol after the match. But I find it interesting things, because it's obviously very, you know, quite a conservative place, Qatar. And I find it you know, quite interesting seeing the world of football and this and Qatar clashing like this. I mean, they're actually in kind of quite a lot of a media spotlight right now that they probably wouldn't have been in thanks to the World Cup. FIFA gets a lot of criticism, and I think it'll continue to get a lot of criticism for the untoward, the bad things that they've done over the history of football. But it's interesting how two wrongs are maybe bringing to light some situations that, you know, had been buried in the news cycle. You know, we look at the news, and, you know, what is it usually? It's American politics or home politics at home. You know, it's just this cycle of fear and weirdness. And then that with the dichotomy of what you see outside your window, which is just the regular world doing its own thing. You know, no one angry, no one fighting in the streets. You know, in that cacophony of noise that we're all kind of subject to if we read the news, and how parallel that is to our actual everyday lives. We kind of miss a lot of the big issues, because I think the frustration behind keeping up with the news kind of puts our blinkers on when it comes to injustices around the world, like real injustices, like women's rights in Qatar, and you know, the fact that being gay, or as they want to say, entre comillas, sodomy is illegal. You know, that kind of thing. Having that brought to the forefront and being part of a conversation is actually quite a good thing. You know. Anyway, you know, I'm just rambling on here, and we've got something important to get to. Let's go to today's unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion.
Okay, guys, what's an unpopular opinion every day on my social media on @professionalbohemian on Instagram or @ProBoh, PROBOH on Twitter. On my social media networks, I release a brain fart into the world, a pedocerebral or a pedomental. You guys vote on it. You tell me I'm wrong or I'm right. I come here and I defend my opinion to you good people in the chat. Today is one of mine, and it was. Let me just pull it up. It was. Oh no, look at this. I'm on Elon Musk. I just can't escape the man. He's omnipresent. Okay. Today's unpopular opinion was recording videos or taking selfies in the gym should be banned. Okay, as I mentioned before on Instagram, 79% of people agreed. I did a little further digging, Natch. I wasn't content with just the answers. I wanted to see who said false. All right, who said false? And I'm gonna like, it was two types of people. A lot of people voted today on Instagram. Hardly anyone on Twitter. Boo. Guys, vote on Twitter too. Okay. But a lot of people voted on Instagram. A lot. So I went into where it says who voted for which. The people who said true were either A, really beautiful, or B, I'm just going to say guys who may consume that kind of content. So everyone who voted false was either like, I'm not exaggerating here. Look, I don't know if the guys who voted true, if the guys who voted false, that no, let people record and film. I don't know for sure they consume videos and photos of women at the gym. I don't know that. But it seems to correlate that it was, guys around my age or really beautiful women. So there, that's just a little thought nugget I'm going to drop there, and you guys do with it as you wish. Okay, Pedro says, good one. I tend to agree. Mary says, definitely shouldn't be allowed. Also on Instagram, Nessa Finessa, who's a great supporter of the show. Nessa, if you're listening, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. She says, and banned everywhere. You shouldn't let people take selfies or videos anywhere. And texting in the gym while you're waiting for them to move their bum off the machine you want to use, and they're just there. They're just using it to. They are just using to make you do while they're working out. Yeah, basically they're just taking up time on the machines on their phones. I agree. Pedro says, I would be the middle-aged man close to death in the background of the picture. Dude, exactly. All right, let's get into it. Why is it like pretty much it was just beautiful women who said false? Because the rest of us mere mortals, myself, we are potatoes. We go to the gym. We don't look as good as you do. We're sweaty, we're like, I don't know how to describe it. Like dumplings being left out in the sun too long. That's what I look like when I've been to the gym. Okay? I look like, I've said this before. When you dissect a frog when you're a kid in primary or in secondary school, and the frog is there, it's got its big body and two spindly legs, too thin arms. That's what I look like when I go to the gym. I don't want that spread around the world, disseminated in the background of your picture while you're looking like a god or goddess. I don't need that. Don't want that in my life. I don't want you taking up time, valuable time in the gym and space to reenact your own special photo shoot or video montage for your TikTok or Twitter. I'm at a vulnerable space in the gym. I'm already feeling bad about my body. That's why I'm there. I don't need someone else making me feel even worse about it. It's like one of the things we all used to complain about before mobile phones were the guys in front of the mirror posing and stuff. Do you know what I mean, Natch? Have you ever been to a gym and experienced that?
No, I've only went once to a gym.
Yeah. Oh, really?
And it was not a TikTok era.
So yeah, before that, it was guys stood in front of the mirror flexing their muscles, looking good, and now it's like we've now mobile phones and social networks, and they're just the nature of how kind of, you know, how egotistical the content we have to post is to get attention. The nature of it has just opened the floodgates to make us all a little bit more self-conscious about our bodies, about the way we look. We don't need to be in the background of your videos. Let's just out and out ban photos and videos in the gym. Let's make everyone feel comfortable. Both the potatoes like myself, you know, the dissected frogs, and you beautiful people. Let's just agree. Let's just agree on that. Well, look, I'm not going to tell you what's right or wrong. Guys, you are watching us live in the chat. You are going to tell us what's right or wrong. I will post a poll, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Guys, a lot of things you could have been doing on this beautiful, beautiful Monday morning. Instead of doing those things, you're right here with me, and it means the absolute world. See you soon. Hey, guys, if you'd like to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. That's patreon.com/professional bohemian. There you'll find VODs of the episodes as they are recorded live, blogs, vlogs, and behind-the-scenes content. If you'd like to watch the show live, you can do so on twitch.tv/professional bohemian, and you can participate in the polls we use in the show on Instagram @professional bohemian or Twitter @ProBoh, ProBoh. Okay, on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. How are we doing, guys? So, right before the break, I released a poll. If you're watching the show live right now on twitch.tv/professional bohemian, twitch.tv/professional bohemian. If you're watching the show live right now there, in the chat at the top of the window, you can still participate in the vote. I will let you know how that went later. What are you missing? What have you missed in the first part of the show? Let me tell you guys, we spoke briefly about Donald Trump making his way back to Twitter, even though he seems, or being allowed back to Twitter, even though he seems very happy in his new social media home, being Truth Social. So, you know, Donald Trump being on Truth Social is like me being on namaste.com. I don't understand it, but there you go. That's where he is. Then we spoke about a little bit about the World Cup, feelings about the World Cup in Qatar, how excited people are, or are they not? Natch was mentioning that there's just a little less enthusiasm in the whole world for football right now. Sad. I mean, it's not sad, not for me, because I don't care about football in the slightest. But you know, it's a real cultural change. So interesting. And then we went into today's unpopular opinion, which was taking videos or selfies in the gym should be banned. Taking selfies or videos in the gym should be banned. And let's see. The people who voted no on Instagram, I made the argument that they were all beautiful. It's true. The people who voted, like, I've never done it before. I've never kind of gone to see who's voted what. This was the first time I thought, I wonder if there's any correlation between how attractive the people are, and there definitely was. So the beautiful people say, no, I want to take my selfies and my videos, and the normal potatoes like you and me, we were all like, no, stop it, I don't look very good. So let's take a look at the chat. People were writing while the break was on. Good morning, says, hang on, wait, where am I? Okay. Where's the poll? You found the poll. Okay, very good, guys. I mean, I go to the restroom mirrors to take my selfies, says Mary. Okay, Mary, you know, I mean, yeah, better. I mean, I worry that people are walking out of the restroom, like, thinking, like, how many weird shots have you got of people while they're pooing? You know, without them knowing. They're in the background behind a door, but, you know, that's definitely happening in the selfies. I don't know I think a restroom may even be worse, eh? Like, I think it may even be worse. Just imagine my frog body walking out of the shower wrapped in a towel, feeling already embarrassed about myself. Someone's there going, hi guys, hi TikTok fam. Just gonna do this new dance. Well, I'm just middle-aged potato walking around in the background. Or whatever. I'm not here to judge. Okay, now I see people making videos of their deadlifts. I was told the idea was to check their technique, but I'm not sure. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be really honest with you. If you go to my personal profile on Instagram, you will see photos of me working out in the gym. This is how much of a hypocrite I am. There are tons of them. Most of them were stories. But, you know, look, I mean, for me, I use a selfie when I'm feeling bad about myself. I take a nice photo, post it. I feel a little bit good about myself. I get that little dopamine hit. Oh, look at me. Look, I'm maybe not quite a potato after all. But I have done it. And when I was doing it, you know what I told people? I just want to make sure my technique is good. That's why I put the nice black and white filter on it afterwards. Whatever. Just, it doesn't mean that two things can't be true at the same time. If they banned photos and videos, I would respect it. Oh dear. Pedro voted nice. Good guys, good. Good morning, Rob and friends, said Hadri. Easy. We are all the stars of our show. Selfies can help promote self-love and help a person gain confidence. And in the gym, there is no exception. Pedro's like, no way, Rob. Yeah, I'm a hypocrite. There you go. That's it. Wait until no one is in there. Yeah, exactly. Well, there's another thing. I made sure there were no one in the background and no one watching me. And if anyone caught me out, that's what I would say. No, I just want to make sure my technique is right. Look, dude, guys, I'm not paid to be perfect. I'm paid to talk to you all. So even though I've done it, I do honestly agree. I think, you know, enough with the photos and the selfie. For me, honestly, the biggest break in etiquette in the gym, mobile phone related, is texting. Just don't text. Don't stand there on a machine texting someone. Like, there was one guy, I like to run at the beginning of a workout, right? And there was one guy that would just stand there on the machine before it had even started, and easily 5 minutes just be texting, just stood on the running machine. I don't understand it. Anyway, so that's I didn't want to tell you that I've got gym selfies until we came to the end of the poll. All right, let's get a drum roll match. 75% of the people said true, we should be banning. We should ban video and photo selfies. There you go. Are you listening, Basic Fit? To be honest, I'll be honest. Like, it happens. Does it annoy me so much? Only if only if it's making me feel uncomfortable. 9 times out of 10, it doesn't make me uncomfortable because I don't care. But it is an annoyance, and it's something that came from a conversation I had this weekend. And I thought, wow, that would be a funny, unpopular opinion, and then later reveal the fact that I've been guilty of it a few times. At the end of the day, you know, I'm going to side a little bit with Hadri here and say, you know, selfies, although, like, societally, I do honestly believe they're dangerous. They're kind of, not dangerous, but I think we kind of portray an image of ourselves that is just not real. You know, no one's happy all the time. No one's buff all the time. You know, we all have struggles. And when you just see an account that with photos upon photos of beautiful people living beautiful lives, well, that's just not reality. That's just not reality. But as someone who's taken a few selfies myself, I can say, you know, usually it's happened when I'm feeling a little bit down about myself, about the way I look. And yeah, and it has gone to help. That little dopamine hit when someone says, wow, good job, or just drops a like, you know, kind of picks you up for the rest of the day. Makes you think, well, look at that. Maybe I'm not so much of a potato after all. And that's my final thought, guys. All right, let's go to 100 humans. Woo! Oh my God, guys, it was a long walk to work today across snow-capped mountains and through river valleys. And on that walk, I encountered 100 humans, my friends. And I asked them all a question. Today I asked them to name something specific you would not eat if you were on a diet. Name something specific you would not eat if you were on a diet. I asked them that question. They gave me their answers. I'm in possession of the top 5 answers right here. Your job in the chat is to identify those top 7 answers. All right. Let's see what people are writing. In my case, I attend a university gym, which makes me feel even more older and more miserable. Oh, Pedro. I feel you, man. I feel you. My first gym in Spain was a place called Movia, and it was just like massive bodybuilders. And I went in there like with my little 15-year-old girl body to lift some weights. Yeah, it was weird. Looking like Bigfoot in the background of someone's gym selfies. Thank you, Mary. Yo, Rob, I only just got here. Could you restart the entire show? Thank you. How are you doing, Min? Joining us from the Netherlands. Okay, so I asked 100 humans to name something specific you would not eat if you were on a diet. All right. Do you have any ideas for this one, Natch?
I don't know if it's set in industrial bakery or I don't know.
What? What like
bollería industrial and
like
processed
like cakes and things like that.
Yeah.
Cakes, confectionaries we'd call them. Yeah, I need specific kind. I'll tell you what. You know what, Natch? Give yourself a round of applause, sir. I'm going to say cake. I'm going to say that kind of covers cake. All right? Cake. Yes, and that's 18 of 100 humans said cake. And it's in second place. Well done, Natch. Okay, Hadri says bread. Bread. Pan. All right, is it there? Yes, it is, Hadri. Well done. Well done, sir. 8 of the 100 humans said bread, making it 6th place. Well done. Oh, my God. Pedro says donuts. Donuts. That's kind of what you were saying, Natch. Let's give him a round of applause. We'll throw donuts under the cake confectionery kind of umbrella, and it was in second place. Well done, Pedro. Hadri says sugar. 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 Great answer. But did the 100 humans agree with you? No, they didn't. Oh my God. Sugar's not there. However, everything in the list contains sugar. So, you know, it may not have been there, but it's there in spirit, Hadri. Mary says chips. Chips. I'm going to imagine you mean the American version of chips, as in French fries, patatas, fritas. It's there. Well done, Mary. 7 of the 100 humans said chips, making it our 7th place answer. You guys have had 3 of the 7 so far. Well done. All right, junk food. I need something more specific, Jarion. I need something more specific, because almost everything on the list could be considered junk food. Pedro says fried chicken, or one of my favorites. I have the Colonel on speed dial. Yeah, I know the number is true. I could call KFC quite faster than I could call the emergency services. Let's face it, in many ways, KFC is an emergency service. Sometimes, Natch, you just need fried chicken. And who are you going to call? It's not the Ghostbusters. It's the Colonel. Anyway, let's continue. Is fried chicken there? No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay. Soft drinks, says Hadri, like Coca-Cola, things like that. Soft drinks. Is it there? No, it's not. Oh. Jarem, let's give Jarem a nivelazo for cold cuts.
Vaya nivelazo.
Okay, very good. Cold cuts, like jamon and things like that. Chorizo, cold cuts. Is it there? No, it's not. Oh my God, guys. Let's see. Seri says alcohol. Alcohol. Is it there? Alcohol. No, it's not. I think where we're going wrong. Charcuterie, thank you. Urs, nice. I think where we're going wrong, guys, we're being very drink-centric. When what I asked the 100 humans was, name something specific you would not eat if you were on a diet. I'm going to start giving you a few clues. This one is maybe my second favourite food. Come on. I talk about it all the time. It was a topic on one of last week's shows. Mary says French fries. French fries was there. French fries. No, we said chips, right? French fries is not there, but good answer, Mary. Min says a second pizza. Jariam says pizza. Pedro says pizza. Okay, is pizza there? Yes, it is, guys. Well done. Of course, pizza's there. I don't understand people. Covers so many that it's got fruit with the tomato, vegetables. If you're sad like that, you want to put vegetables on it, you can. Protein, carbs. It's a well-rounded meal. Don't listen to the noise. That's second to pizza. I don't know. My favorite food is actually Indian food. Probably due to where I was raised, where we've got a big culture of Indian cuisine. So it'd be pizza, and then curry, pizza, and then the fried chicken, friends. Why the hell not? Okay, let's continue. Bacon, says Seri. Is bacon there? No, it's not. Oh my god. Okay, let's continue. All right, this one you would eat when it's cold outside. You have to eat it quickly so it doesn't melt. There's a clue. You have to eat this guy quickly, otherwise it'll melt, friends. What might I be talking about? Sweet and yogurt, pasta, those are not there. I'm sorry. Sorry guys. Nor is white rice. Okay. Hadri says, ice cream. Ice cream. Is that what I was saying when I said you eat it when it's hot outside? Be careful because it might melt. Ice cream, something you would not eat if you were on a diet. It is there. Well done. It is there. Ice cream, with 13 of the 100 humans saying they would not eat ice cream if they were on a diet. I ask you, is it worth being on a diet? I love ice cream, man. I love ice cream. Ben and Jerry. Dude. Do you like ice? Are you a Ben and Jerry fan, Natch?
Well, I like ice cream, not Ben and Jerry especially. But
Ben and Jerry's do this amazing caramel. And they do a Hershey's Kiss ice cream, which is like chunks of caramel and chocolate. I haven't had breakfast, guys. I'm hungry. Okay, anyway, let's continue. All right, another clue. Oh wait, Jareum is jumping in the chat and he says chocolate. You would not eat chocolate if you were on a diet. Is it there? Yes, it is. Oh, my God. Jareum, out of the blue with an amazing answer. You know what, Jareum? 22 of the 100 humans agreed with you, making you the one person who got the first place suggestion. Congratulations. It's the number one answer, chocolate, something you would not eat if you were on a diet. Finally, you're missing one, guys. Children eat this. You know? You go to the corner store, they have them in little bags already picked out for you. What am I talking about? If you go trick-or-treating, they will give you this as a little prize, as a little premiere. What is it? Hadria has an answer. I'm seeing pancakes, sugar, popcorn. No, those are not there. But Hadri and Mary both say candy, and that is there. Well done. That was our number 3 answer, friends. Let's go through the list. In position number 7 was chips. As in patatas fritas, or as we would call them in England, crisps. In position number 6, when asking people what they would not eat if they were on a diet, people said bread. In position number 5 is pizza. God, what do people eat when they're on a diet? This is basically everything I eat. In position number 4 was ice cream. Just basically take all the joy out of your life. And that's what a diet is. In position number 3 is candy. Candy, like golosinas and things like that, candy. In position number 2 is cake. Tarta, like tarta de queso, tarta de chocolate. Oh, I'm making myself hungry. This was a bad idea. And in position number 1 was chocolate. Well done to you, Hadri, no, it was Jareom who identified chocolate. Well done, guys. Let's go to complete the news.
Complete the news.
Okay, friends, you know how this works. I will give you a news headline. Your job, but I will leave out some information. Your job is to complete the news. If you're watching the show but you feel nervous about interacting, this is your moment because all you have to write is A, B, or C. So here we go. Okay, I don't know if we have enough time for both, Natch, but I'm going to try. So let's see. We're going to start off in Belgium. So customs sees. So customs is where, wait, have you anything to declare? Yeah, I brought extra booze. You know, the people who make sure you're not bringing anything illegal into the country. Customs. They seize means they take control of. They take over. They take, forcibly because something is against the law. So customs seize so much cocaine in a Belgium airport that blank. Customs seize so much cocaine in a Belgian airport that blank. Is it A, that officials didn't sleep for 48 hours? It was good stuff, man, I guess. Is it A, officials did not sleep for 48 hours? Is it B, that incinerators could not keep up with the amount of cocaine? There was just too much cocaine to burn. Or is it C, officials had to walk around the scene in snowshoes? Snowshoes are those things that look like tennis rackets. Okay, guys? All right. A, B, or C, friends? A, B, or C? The bridges voted. Customs seized so much cocaine that blank. Is it A, officials didn't sleep for 48 hours? B, incinerators could no longer keep up? Or is it C, officials had to wear snowshoes to walk around? Okay, I'm seeing A is coming across as the winner here. Officials didn't sleep for 48 hours. What do you think, Natch?
No, don't know. B.
You think B? Okay. Well, the chat have the majority of people in the chat have voted A. I will salute Hadri for being the only person to vote C. Officials had to use snowshoes. It's a great answer. I don't know why I don't like that one. Oh, there's now a tie between B and C. Incinerators couldn't hold up, and officials didn't sleep. Let's get a drum roll, Natch. Customs seized so much cocaine in Belgium that incinerators could not keep up. The answer was B. Well done, guys. Well done. Oh, my God. Okay, let's read a little bit of this news. Maybe we can do the final one. So much cocaine is being seized by customs in Belgium, particularly the airport of Antwerp, that the country's incinerators are no longer able to keep up. The government is currently on the lookout for additional incineration capacity in order to ensure that the drugs seized can be properly destroyed. That piece of news from 2 days ago from vrt.be. All right, there we go. Let's very quickly try and do the second bit of news because it is also a very, very good one. Okay, here we go. Blank threatens to swallow a West Virginia police department. Blank threatens to swallow a West Virginia police department. Is it A, a hungry baby? Is it B, the ocean? Or is it C, a massive sinkhole? Okay. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Nat, can we get a little bit of music in the background just so we can, while people are thinking of the answer? So, blank threatens to swallow tragar a West Virginia, a West Virginia police department. Is it A, a hungry baby is threatening to swallow a West Virginia police department? Is it B, the ocean? Or is it C, a massive sinkhole? Min is saying clearly a hungry baby. Okay, what do you think, Natch?
Ocean.
You think the ocean? Yeah. You think B? The bridge is with you. I will salute the bridge for being the only person to answer B. The ocean is going to swallow this police department. Everybody's saying C. I will salute Hadri for being the only person to say A, a hungry baby. Let's get a drum roll, Natch. A massive sinkhole threatens to swallow a West Virginia police department. Well done. I could not fool you today. By the way, if you answered B, there is no ocean around West Virginia. But as we all know, fact, hungry baby could indeed swallow an entire police department. Let me see, where was that piece of news from? This was from CNN. About a big sinkhole opening up and almost swallowing a police department. A huge sinkhole has opened up right next to West Virginia Police Department, disrupting traffic and requiring several schools to move their classes online. There is actually a photo of this. This was posted 2 or 3 days ago on the CNN edition.cnn.com, so do go check it out there. Friends, and we are about to come to the end of today's show. What a shame. I'm enjoying today. I wish the whole day was this. Yeah, I was about to say West Virginia ain't got no bodies of water boarding it. It doesn't have any bodies of water bordering it. But it does have plenty of hungry babies. So there you go. I live too near the sea, says the bridge. Yeah. You never know. Maybe I made a good decision living in Madrid. If sea levels keep rising, eventually I'll live in seafront property. All right, guys, that's all we've got time for. So many things you could have been doing this morning, but instead of doing those things, you decided to spend some time with me. Friends, it means the absolute world. I'll see you next time.